Hey, Violet Kanyan with AfterBuzz TV here at the 3rd Annual City Gala, and we interviewed some incredible people working with some very special organizations. Check it out. We're here with Bryan Long, the man of the hour, really. What does this event mean for you?
It is the culmination of a year long of training 9 non-for-profits to help them. These 9 beneficiaries are confronting the world's global grand challenges, and I subscribe to what we're doing. We're feeding hungry, we're helping the homeless get sheltered, we're liberating young girls from the sex trade. We have education programs, mentorship programs. I love the founders that we're working for. So, I mean, if you ask me, that's what it's all about tonight. Why is it important for you to give back? Because it makes my mom and my grandma proud. It gives my son someone to look up to other than what I was before. And it really gives me a strong sense of fulfillment knowing that my life is here in service of others.
And why would you say this year was Matthew McConaughey's year for you?
Well, every morning I wake up, before I go to the gym, I put on motivational kind of videos on YouTube. And he is in a lot of them. I'm not sure if you do that at all, but he's in a lot of them. And there's this one commencement speech where he just starts talking about his principles and his way of life, and he's so motivational. I just loved it. I loved every minute of it. So when we had the chance to give him an inspiration honor, I just thought, what a perfect guy to have come build awareness. I mean, you know, he's kind of popular, so so I think he's the perfect guy to be the honoree of inspiration for tonight.
What brings you out here? It's Oscar night. We're at the City Gala. Why are you here?
Well, I'm here primarily to support Ryan Long and City Summit and City Gala and all the wonderful organizations connected with Ryan. I've got some of my team here with me as well, and they are.
There's one.
And they are enjoying themselves and connecting, and we're all just saying how we can support each other, and really that's the main reason why I'm here tonight. Absolutely.
And it's all about giving back. Why do you think giving back is so important?
Well, those of us who are fortunate enough to have something in this life, or who have learned something in this life, it's our obligation, in my opinion, to share that. If we've been able to achieve certain level of financial success, we should share that. If we have certain ideas that we have that could benefit other people, we should share. And I teach my kids, you guys have the benefit of having, some parents who really are on top of things, and in my opinion, and are coaching and teaching you the right way, help the other kids, so you kind of pass the torch on to them. It's just so important to share, and it's becoming more and more evident in this day and age as with all this great media that we have now, and the ease of communication that we're spreading all this positivity. There's a lot of work to do, and there's a lot of need also for what we're doing, as we're all aware of in the news these days. So it's a great cause, and everything that Ryan's doing with all these charities, all these startup nonprofit organizations, I think it's great work. So, and I'm happy to support it.
And on more fun things, you are a producer with a short film. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I have 2 short films, and we just finished our feature film recently, which is pretty cool. All 3 films are based on a book that I wrote, my first book, which was called The Dirt Merchants, which is a personal development journey of a 17-year-old kid who becomes a motivational speaker and a master as a teenager, and it's full of life lessons, and it's really and warnings also. So the book is kind of gritty and kind of kids really like it. The way I wrote it was really from the point of view of a teenager versus the point of view of an older person trying to write as a teenager. Younger people like it. It got the attention of educators, high school level, college level. Even some of the professors at USC got a hold of the book, and they invited me to come lecture at USC, which I do now several times a year. And we do a forum, a youth mentorship forum, and the films kind of grew out of the book, and the characters and all the films are part of the book.
I'm here with Daniel Puder, former MMA fighter.
Yep, undefeated.
Okay, there you go. What brings you out here tonight to the City Gala?
So my nonprofit that I founded almost 8 years ago, we're one of the 9 nonprofits tonight. So My Life, My Power, and it's going to be amazing. To have a lot of fun. We've been doing the City Summit over the last couple days with a bunch of CEOs from around the world. And then over the last year, the City Summit, City Gala organizations, they support nonprofits on growing, meeting a lot of really good people, and branching out of ideas, concepts to make their nonprofits more sustainable long term.
Very cool. And how did you go from MMA fighting to My Life, My Power?
Oh, wow. I got on TMZ and I said, I'll come to your school if you're being bullied. And then I got on a bunch of other national shows, and it was like the big badass MMA fighter saying, because when I was a kid I was bullied for being in special ed, so I couldn't read. I had a 1 percentile in a national score for reading. So the idea is I went from that to being a pro athlete. I did really well and $1 million Tough Enough on WWE, World Weightlifting Champ. So I excelled, but I was really a kinesthetic learner instead of how the school was teaching me how to learn. So those teachers that were labeled me as learning disabled, if they stepped into a cage with me, they would be learning disabled. So it's just a different world and different concept.
That was amazing. We learned so much about some incredible causes. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Violet Kanyan with AfterBuzz TV.